to everybody out there, and welcome to my channel where I talk about living in Japan, traveling, building your wealth while living abroad, and things like that. So in this video, I want to try to give some aspiring jets for 2022 some advice about getting on the jet program.
Get in, loser! We're going to Japan!
I want to talk about some things I did which I feel worked in my favor, and also things that I researched that JET actually wants in an applicant. And also I want to talk about traits I've seen in people on JET here that seem to be generally what the hiring people on the JET program look for. So I'll try to make this quick. So first, I think most importantly, JET, a huge part of JET is cultural exchange. You're going to hear that a lot. If you look on the website, the JET website, it mentions cultural exchange a lot. If you look at the FAQ, that's actually one of the main factors that they look for in applicants. They want to know that you want to develop cultural exchange between your country and Japan. So they're going to want to see that you really are striving to make these long-lasting connections between your country and Japan, whether it's making friends or making work friends, studying the culture, having your family come back and visit you, or that you want to visit it over and over again in your life. So they really, really want to see that long-lasting connection between your country and Japan, and including sharing your own culture with the students. For example, maybe holidays, something that's special to you, maybe your heritage, like way back, something like that. And also being able to celebrate Japan's culture and heritage too. So that's a huge part. Number two, which is also really important, is being able to adapt to both life in Japan and work life. Because man, have I found out that at work, sometimes you're gonna have to throw together a class within 5 to 10 minutes before the class starts. You know, people might come to you and say, hey, you're doing this class, can you do a lesson plan? You're gonna have not much time. You're gonna have to do something and be able to just adapt and kind of stay calm, go with the flow. So they're really gonna want to see that you're able to do that, both just by moving to another country, you're able to kind of stay calm, adapt, and just go with the flow. And also at work, they're gonna want to see that you're able to adapt to new people. Maybe there's some difficult coworkers, maybe there's some normal ones. I actually had them ask me a question about that in my interview, which I will talk about in my next video. We'll talk about what my interview is like. They asked me about what I would do in a situation with a difficult coworker. So they really want to see that you're able to respectfully adapt to whatever's kind of thrown your way. And number three, from what I've seen, being outgoing and motivated, I think, is also a very, very huge trait. They're going to want to see that you're able to talk to people, you don't get frozen, or kind of, if you're taken off guard, they're going to want to see that you're able to kind of flex and adapt to that. So also some traits that I've seen in people on the JET program here already. I have seen the flexibility, lots of flexibility. People are very outgoing. People are kind of bold, very willing to get out of their comfort zone. Obviously moving to another country is a pretty big deal. So a lot of people here I've met prior to JET have either studied in another country, lived in another country for a little bit, or somehow just already gotten their feet wet a little bit with seeing other countries. So if you have done that, I think that could be a huge strength for your application. So I'd play that up a little bit, or at least make sure to mention it. And yeah, I'll end this with some of the requirements that JET has actually said on their website. So we'll go over what they said they're actually looking for in a candidate, or rather what Clair is looking for in a candidate for JET 2022. So let's check it out. So this is directly from the JET website FAQ. What kind of applicants are you looking for? JET recruits participants from a variety of cultural, personal, and academic backgrounds. Applicants who demonstrate a background in Japanese TEFL may have an advantage in the application over and above these qualifications. JET seeks flexible, open-minded, and enthusiastic young people with a genuine interest in Japan, English education, and intercultural exchange. Question number 2 from the JET FAQ. I was unsuccessful last year but want to apply again. What should I change to increase my chances? And their answer, applications that are incomplete cannot be reviewed, and each year a number of applications are disqualified for this reason. Other than ensuring your application is complete, tips to strengthen your application include demonstrating Japanese study, such as taking the GLPT, gaining teaching or tutoring experience, and broadening your involvement in volunteer activities. So these are some things you can do to strengthen your application. All right, so there you have it. If you're able to show these 3 things on your application, that you are very interested in cultural exchange, Japan, and teaching, that you are able to be flexible and kind of adapt to whatever comes your way, and that you are outgoing, like talking to people, and generally just enjoy interacting with the kids, I'm sure you're gonna have a very strong application for JET 2022. So, how are you feeling about it? When are you gonna start applying? What are you doing? What's your strategy? Let me know in the comments. And tune in next week for how I talk about my interview, what that was like, and what curveballs they threw me, because they asked some pretty weird questions. Alright, see you next time.
ももちゃんでーす